I'm tired of waiting. You know?
No more waiting,
You
dude.
can only make yourself so comfortable. Adam has to go to the bathroom 15 times.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a water.
He slowly leaks piss
Yeah.
out of his dick.
I do. I'm a professional. I wait until halfway through the show
That's right.
to get up.
That's always good.
I just that dumb shit. People are like, well, you got to piss before you hit the road.
No
Why?
way. Piss yourself.
Yeah, you piss in a bottle.
Yep. Gatorade bottle.
Yeah.
The classic.
Yeah.
Sometimes I piss in Tupperware.
Yeah.
Sometimes I piss in a big Deer Park bottle.
He's like Aladdin, and he's like, he's a prince now, and he's like, yo, like maybe we can go. He gets Princess Jasmine. He's like, maybe we'll spend a weekend at Delaware Water Gap. And they get on the carpet, and they're going for a long carpet ride, and she's like,
to Delaware from Arabia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, it's where you go on vacation.
Of course.
When you get money.
Of course you go to the Delaware. What'd you say?
The
exactly?
Delaware Riviera.
Yeah, the water gap.
The Water Gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's not a Riviera, it's a water gap.
I'm sorry. I'm Europilled now.
I didn't know there was
say
a
stuff like
I didn't
that.
know there was a Riviera in Delaware or a water gap.
It's a Delaware
It's
water
a
gap.
water
What
gap.
exactly is a water gap?
It's something that only exists in Pennsylvania.
But is also
it's a
so it's a
top-
part of Pennsylvania named Delaware.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Delaware River, you mean?
you're really triggering Adam's
yeah.
fact.
I have to.
What do
yeah,
you mean?
yeah.
Stop. You've been to Philly 100 times. You know the Delaware River.
It's the
runs
Delaware
through it.
River.
I really don't. I'm not a fucking gay bitch that keeps
that's
track
not
of
a-
shit like that.
Of rivers?
I have no idea what the fuck Why
It's
the fuck
called-
would I know what the river's
It's called the Delaware Water Gap because it's
I have
from the
no idea.
Delaware River.
I thought it was in Delaware until he said it was in Pennsylvania.
Oh, then why the okay?
I didn't
Then
know what
why
he
the
was talking
fuck are you
about.
talking about the Delaware River now?
Because
all of a
he
sudden?
said the
'Cause
Delaware
I heard
River.
Delaware Water Gap, and what the fuck do I assume?
Because that was the context clue that I picked up on. I'm sorry.
you can't listen. You can't both be stupid and
I'll make it easy for you. It's the Poconos.
okay,
Okay.
great. Listen, I'm with you now that you're telling me that. I get it, but Adam came in here like he knew stuff. Turns out,
While
he
I
was,
was-
but
yeah.
he was just as ignorant.
I'm hella ignorant.
You
dog.
are, dude.
I'm ignorant as shit.
So so Jasmine and Aladdin are going
Right.
to the Poconos.
So that's the thing. He's in the back. I could have just said the thing.
Yeah.
He comes out and now it's
I'm
all-
sorry.
It's fucking 15 minutes on why it's called the Delaware Water Gap. It's the Riviera.
I'm interested too. I like geography.
She's got to piss, and you know he doesn't want her to find out that she's like, "Oh, can I just piss in this?" And it's the lamp, and he's like, but he doesn't want to be like, "Well, it's just Robin Williams lives in there,
Yep.
and I'm actually a poor faggot."
Yeah.
And so he's like, "Yeah, sure, I guess."
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Robin
So
Williams.
she
just
puts
in
the
there.
lamp in her pussy, and
She just pisses into the nose part of the lamp.
That would be a crazy amount of urethra control on her
Well,
part.
she's a princess, but she's dirty. She's still Arabian, you know. She can get down. She can piss in a lamp on the road.
But wouldn't she spray piss?
No,
You tell me she would stream with even with a cock.
look. Keep in mind how these people go to the bathroom now.
Right.
This is
We all know.
millions of years ago.
Right. This is the prehistoric era.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so like they still don't have bathrooms.
So
figured
are
out.
you saying they have long pussies back then?
No, everything's the same, but you know, like the English, they said, that, look, we're not going to shit in the hole in the ground anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to invent tubes that lead down to the dungeons, and we're going to shit in those.
I guess my only thing is, if anything, I would think pissing in a lamp is more elegant.
Well, we got to get to the part where Robin Williams
Is drinking her piss?
is drowning in piss in the lamp, and he's like, "Ooh, what's this?" She's like, "What is that noise?" And Aladdin's just turning up the radio.
Right. She's
Yeah, blah blah blah. Oh, it's like lemonade, lady lemonade. I'm gonna the next first time she meets the genie, he's like yellow. He's green. now.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
He fucked up her. That's how fucking yellow her piss is.
That's
Well,
smart.
he's blue.
He's blue and it
and then
mixes
it
to green.
mixes.
Yeah.
I always did like that in elementary school.
How
Yeah.
colors can
When they
mix.
let us.
Well, you learn by pissing.
You learn by pissing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Into that
You learn in the
blue
toilet.
toilet water.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I fucking love science.
IFL, dude.
Uh-huh.
Call me fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson, and not due to
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
raping.
Allegedly.
or pulling my dick out or whatever.
Yeah.
On a telescope. you think he was like, check out this fucking asteroid?
Yeah.
And then he went to the other side and hung his balls.
In an observatory.
Yeah.
Just standing there with his penis on the top of it, just running up
He's
the
right.
steps.
Yeah. He's climbing a ladder.
No, 1 second. 1 second.
Give me
a second.
Don't open your eyes. I'll tell you to go.
Yeah, set it 15 degrees down, bubble, and look. Now look. Now look at the.
He's just jacking off.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I guess that would be sexual assault still.
I don't know.
If you're separated, but how long is the telescope?
Well,
Your Honor, how long does the telescope have to be?
she was peeping on him, let's be
Ooh,
honest.
he set her up to peep.
Yeah.
and he's just like, well, the science changed.
Yeah.
It was sexual assault, but now it's not. The science has changed.
Science.
So
is
unless you're
evolving.
anti-science,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, things change, and then you update your hypothesis.
You saw
And
that
then-
tweet of his where he was like, we're just pieces of
I'm
carbon
gonna answer, no, I did not.
in a meaningless universe.
all of his tweets,
I was
tweets
gonna-
are like that.
Yeah.
He tweets the gayest, like Reddit, like Facebook, IFS. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is like that shit.
He's cloud hungry.
Last year, he had a tweet that was like, "What if I told you there was a molecule that will kill you if you consume too much of it? That but it's 70% of the world."
Oh, he's
And
talking about water.
He's like, yeah, he did that like,
Oh,
and
shut up.
that molecule, my friends, is water.
H2O.
And this is like in the middle of the.
Or he probably-
accusation.
he
He's
probably-
being accused of rape.
Yeah. He probably
he-
called it dihydrogen oxide or some
Yeah.
gay
Yeah.
shit like that,
Right.
where they can like change how it. you
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it.
Yeah. And he's like, Newton, they thought an apple fell on Newton's head, but what actually happened is the apple was pulled to Newton's head by gravity. And like the first reply is like, you raped me in 1977.
Newton was on that gay shit, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what they were saying. He was sus.
Yeah.
That's why he was sitting under a tree thinking about guys, you know?
You think it was
he
maybe?
was so distracted thinking about cock.
you think it was
apple.
maybe a bukkake that he figured out gravity?
Yeah, it was
Some guy
actually...
jacked off on his face from
it
a
was-
balcony,
Yeah. It was
and that's how it happened.
and he's like, by George, I've got it.
Yeah.
But it would be cool if Neil
He was like,
deGrasse was
"Mhm."
like,
It's like the Rapunzel started off as that was actually Newton.
Oh,
And then they turned it into, that gay ass story about the knight and the bitch with the hair that's too long.
yep. So
Yeah.
it was originally Newton trying to get cock. Some guy climbed up to Newton's window while he was doing math, so
Yeah.
that Newton would suck his cock.
I watched Gods and Monsters last night.
Sounds like an awesome title.
I don't know. Apple TV just got into like recommending like period dramas. I don't know why. I think I rewatched Amadeus, and then
Hell
so like
yeah.
my recommendations were all like
The
dangerous.
lady in Amadeus has some great breasts.
You know what?
I
You know
remember
what's
that.
crazy is I almost sent them to you.
I would have been
Because
really happy
because
to
I
see
was
them.
like, Stav would appreciate.
that's sweet.
I was like, Stav,
She has awesome taste. And also, let me say this: I've been watching Bosch,
yeah.
and the lady, she's like a famous actress. She's old in Bosch.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
They kind of hide her tits, but I had like a sixth sense. I'm like, I think her tits are big.
So you had to do the
So I did a little
Google
research.
image.
Mhm.
Humongous breasts
What's the actress?
in her youth. I don't remember. You would recognize her. She's like a character actress.
Should I just Google Bosch
She
bitch?
play- Honey Chandler, I believe, is her.
Ooh,
is the
Hunter
title.
Chandler.
Yeah, she is a prosecutor. She's a defense attorney who gets people off, who
Oh,
gets
what-
the bad guys off. But anyway, sorry, Amadeus, Gods and Monsters.
Oh yeah. So, but it's
We'll
I'm
find
like
what this
I'm
bitch's
trying.
tits are like.
I'm trying to escape
Thank
all
you.
the period drama recommendations,
Uh-huh.
and the first thing I landed on was Gods and Monsters. Which have you seen it?
No, I have not.
It's about the guy who directed Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, who was like he was a homo.
Oh shit.
But he was also a Frankenstein or a Nosferatu kind of guy.
No, he just happened to direct Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, but it's like the end of his life. The movie's the end of his life, and he's living in his house. He doesn't direct anymore. And he just keeps trying to fuck like boys that come by the house.
That's awesome.
And before he can get any bussy, he has a stroke.
What? He never gets. He never.
Yeah, so it
fucks?
opens and like like this gay
Oh.
journalist comes by and he's like, for every question you want me to answer, it's Ian McKellen.
Oh god.
Yeah,
so
he's
he
like-
is gay.
Yeah, he's like, I will answer any one of your questions, and for each question I answer, you will respond in kind by removing an article of your clothes.
Oh, it's Billy Madison studying scene.
Yeah, so he's like,
Wow.
then the journal, and this is supposed to be like 1957, and the journalist is like, so the rumors are true, and he's like, just says Perez Hilton, and then like he gets him down to his underwear, and he was like, what was it like meeting George Cukor? And fucking Ian McKellen like just drops his cigar, and he's like,
No, he dies before he even gets
no,
to see
he's
cock.
having a stroke, and then and then he gets sweet on Brendan Fraser, who's the gardener.
Oh, nice.
And Brendan Fraser is like, he's like, I made friends with a director. And then,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
wow.
Really nice.
That's real?
Her name is Mimi Rogers. Yeah.
Mimi Rogers.
I don't know where. I mean, these are fat titties, bro.
Wow.
And she look. They look good now. Okay, here's a little fucking. Imagine yourself in this guy's shoes. Yeah,
brother, I tell you.
they look.
Tell
awesome.
you what.
Oh, and she's lying down.
You know
And
what's
they're
fucked
still
up?
big.
They're
I'm
awesome.
32 years old.
Yeah.
I've seen a million pair, and it's just, you'd think as you get older,
Nah.
it gets worse.
No.
Yeah, it really does. It really does get worse.
Because your mind
It
is,
really
is
does get
more
worse.
feeble.
Just awesome stuff.
I mean, literally, I'm going to turn into the guy I was just describing.
Yeah,
Just for big natty.
Yeah.
Just in my house,
100%.
my housekeeper coming by, like,
Yeah.
Do you need anything from the store before I go out?
and I'm like, could you bend over and pick up my pen? I seem to have dropped it. And she does, and I'm like,
Yeah,
having a stroke.
100%.
The doctor's like, we told you, you got to stop being fucking horny.
They're still looking pretty good, and
The blood, your dick has been sealed off. It's
Yeah.
been walled off like
It's
a
over.
room that a child died in.
I do think that
Your circulatory system considers it haunted. It's a place that no cell may dare trespass, lest ye be haunted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
And-
could definitely see myself not being horny at some point in my life. Just getting, being like a fat old guy that whittles or some shit,
Mhm.
doesn't get pussy.
No, you showed me that pair because I'm not even horny. It's just like
Yeah, that's true.
But it was a remarkable pair.
Your tits are
Yeah.
awesome.
It was a stop you in your
it literally
tracks
is.
pair.
I think about what would be ideal, and it's like having a sit down interview with that woman, and like I have nothing to say. So if you're interviewing me, it's questions like, what do you think happened to the smokehouse turkey sandwich at Panera Bread? And
Right,
will they ever
right,
bring
right.
it back? And,
right.
And then I'm just like, let me stop you right there. Maybe just let me pull them out. Maybe I can put my head in there.
Let me suck them for
Let
a
me
sec.
say just a second.
And you jack me off for like 3 minutes, and then I'm good.
That doesn't work even.
Yeah.
It's
But I just
like-
want to feel your hand on my cock. I don't even have to bust. I
Yeah.
want to suck your titties. I feel your hand
and
on
we
my
can go
cock.
right back to the
And
Panera Bread stuff.
give me 7 minutes, a little
We
7
can talk
minutes.
about the chicken Fontega.
We can do. We're gonna do a lot of time on the chicken Fontega.
Yeah.
A really good sandwich with staying power.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good. The smokehouse turkey was the king, but I understand.
Yeah, I was always a Fontega guy. I must say.
I don't know, man. That smokehouse turkey.
I just can't. I'm not a turkey guy in general.
I know, but you do it right. You're getting the benefit of I guess chicken's also lean meat.
Yeah, see that?
Yeah.
There's too much. It just feels too much like poultry turkey. There's an extra poultry taste to it. The chicken lacks. Chicken's more of a clean meat.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of shit I would say right after getting my
It's
dick jacked for like
gamier.
35 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Gamier, thank you, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd be
so-
like, let me ask you, Mimi Rogers, have you ever been to Roy Rogers? She's like, she's all charmed.
Yeah.
I was like, I would love to take you there. So.
And by the way, she's still hot, old as shit.
Yeah,
Like
right.
she's got a different charm to her now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because she knows now. She knows.
It's like when a
Me as a-
shooting guard has Back to the Basket moves.
Mm-hmm.
Like MJ on the Wizards, he was like shrewd.
Yeah.
She's lost her
Craftier.
athleticism, but she's craftier.
Yeah. She's a more mature.
Being a disgusting old man charming young women by knowing a lot about fast food. You know, Grimace was actually the original hamburger. He was the one that stole all the hamburgers. And then they retconned him. He was no longer a villain. Now he's not of much use anymore at all. Similar to myself, I feel. Oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
Maybe if I had a big pair of tits to suck on. She gets to the last button, and this when the stroke hits. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
She's like quickly rebuttoning her shirt. What's wrong? I'm like, nothing. Please keep going.
This happens.
Should I call 911? No. Let me die.
Let me die looking at your breasts. Get my cock pump out and let me die looking at your breasts.
That's beautiful.
Well, anyways, Brendan Fraser just plays like this like fucking gardener that's like, you know, I guess this is back when he was hot. So Ian McKellen's
this is an old movie.
He's from '98, and he's like,
I was thinking
young
fat Brendan Fraser.
No, a young Fraser.
And it was like a mature gay relationship.
No,
that would have been nice.
No.
Yeah,
but I mean, this is young Brendan Fraser.
He's an impressionable boy.
It's funny because it's like it feels like from that era where you could just make openly gay movies, but it's before, you know, it's the late '90s. It's kind of like the peak of like liberalism, I guess, to a certain extent. Yeah. Where it's like you can show
the Macarenas.
You can show homosexuality, but you can also show it in the sense of it like being this predatory old man that
which is what it is.
Most of the time. And that didn't read. That would still seem kind of libertine and like,
it seemed like, wow, this is awesome. Yeah, we're giving these people. This is representation.
Yeah.
How most gay relationships are old gay predators.
Right. Whereas now, if you like show gay media, it has to be like sexless or a teen escaping their conservative family or something. Right. Or, you know, it's like it has to be synonymous with being a victim.
Yeah,
because that it represents like some kind of like moral purity.
You're overcoming something
rather than it just being.
It can't be a guy that might as well be Harvey Weinstein, but he's gay
for cock.
Yeah, the cock version of Harvey Weinstein.
So he's like, "Can I draw you?" And he's like asking to draw. I might put the movie on because there's a scene in it that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Nice.
Is because he has these strokes, so he's.
So he directed Frankenstein.
But he's gay. Yeah, it's a true story. James Whale, the director.
Nice.
And but yeah, so he has like Brendan Fraser sit for him. He wants.
Do we see Brendan Fraser's cock in the film?
No, you don't see his cock, but
pass.
He invites Brendan Fraser into his art studio, and there's just like a picture of a man's penis on the ground.
That's awesome.
And he's like, "Did you paint all these?" He's like, "He must be pretty famous."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "I have to draw you," or whatever. And, you know, he's not showing him the drawings. They're all just scribble or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you just want to paint my face, right? I'm not doing anything, you know, like...
I'm not doing any gay shit.
Yeah, he's like, that's all just my face. And then as soon as he sits down, he's like, oh, your shirt is completely wrong. You have to take it off. You know? He's like, now, wait a minute, Buster. You told me it was just... And then he's like, don't be such
breathe into this rag.
He's like, literally, yes. He puts a gas mask on.
Really?
Yeah. But it's just a gas mask, and Brendan Fraser's like, "Get this thing off of me!" And he's just sitting there naked at the end of the movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but then he's like, I mean, the movie's bizarre because like he tries to bait him into killing him because he just wants to die or whatever.
Okay.
Oh.
And then
he wants a hot guy to do
the movie ends with Brendan. Yeah, he's like, I touched your cock and I kissed all over your body. How will you live with yourself? And he's like, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
He's like, kill me, break my neck. And Brendan Fraser doesn't do it, and eventually he kills himself. Oh. And then the movie ends with Brendan Fraser like showing his son Frankenstein. He was like, I was friends with the guy that made the movie.
What? This guy raped me.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, he tricked me into having gay sex with him, and then he killed himself. And the kid's
That's pretty cool, Dad.
Like, Dad, is this just one of your stories? And then it ends with like Brendan Fraser walking off in the rain like Frankenstein. It's bizarre. It's a bizarre movie. But there's one scene where he's like Brendan Fraser is like sitting for Ian McKellen. He's like painting him again, and Ian McKellen's talking about how much better his life used to be. He's like, this place was filled with men, just with their pricks out hard, fully. And then like Brendan Fraser's just like, hey, cool it on the fucking homo shit or whatever. He's like, I don't have to take this, and he like storms off and walks out.
That's awesome.
And then Ian McKellen is just going into like stroke brain, and then he's like fantasizing about the pool. And there's just all of these like naked guys with their like it's just a bunch of naked men, and he's like crying tears of joy. There's all these like young naked gay men playing this.
Honestly, I love this character.
Yeah, no,
he really
is very funny.
It's literally what I'd like my elder years to be, but with fat titted women.
Yeah. I mean,
I will be doing that. I'll be thinking about breasts.
It would be nice to have Mimi Rogers kill you.
Almost getting pussy and then
sick.
having a stroke is very funny.
Gods and Monsters. It's a cool title. I was hoping there would be like battle between some kind of god and a monster. I didn't think it was.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I thought there'd be like fucking superpowers. Oh yeah, Brendan Fraser's a hot piece right here, dude.
Yeah, he used to look good.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, here we
go. Ian McKellen, this is perfect for him because he probably was thinking about guys' cocks all the time anyway.
Oh, there was a time when this house was full of young men. Even posed for me. Right? You're sitting there. Of course, they weren't nearly so bashful. Oh, no, this studio was full of bare buttocks.
Hard, arrogant pricks.
Bad enough, okay? Isn't it bad enough that you told me you're a fucking fairy? I my face in it? Oh, I'm sure I didn't mean that. Fuck this! I can't do this anymore.
This is really good acting.
The guy cuts your lawn.
Holy shit.
Wait, this is where I was like crying laughing.
That was awesome. Let's see.
Wait, here we go.
The heartwarming music. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I count 9 gay guys. They're all in the pool. Oh shit, there's some cock. There's an ass. This is awesome. Let's see some dick. Yeah! Hell yeah, that guy's... Damn, his mouth is watering. That was awesome.
Yeah, and then
dude.
it's just Brendan Fraser going to the bar being like, I made a new friend the other day.
Yeah.
Wow, he looks good there.
Yeah, would you suck him off?
Brendan?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Brendo Fraser?
not on the record.
Okay. Off the record, though?
Off the record.
Off the record, would you suck him off?
You know, if I had a
I'll run it as a source close
if he
to
was
Adam
a
Friedland.
journalist, if I was a journalist and he was a source.
I'll run it as a source close to Adam Friedland says he would suck
Why you
off
think they called him Deep Throat,
Brendan
dude?
Fraser.
That's why all those journalists were getting sucked.
Yeah.
It was initially a bunch of gay gossips, and then they invented newspapers.
Clapham Cheeksman. That's his new name.
Who's that?
That's alternate universe Adam.
Clapham Cheeksman?
Yeah.
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 What if Adam wasn't Jewish?
Wow.
Wow.
Marvel's What If.
I really would have
Marvel.
nothing.
Marvel's What If Adam was...
What if the Marvel
Protestant.
What If universe?
Yeah, Adam Friedland is not Jewish.
I saw Shang-Chi from the the Marvel Chinese universe.
See, I don't
Oh,
understand.
wasn't that guy
I don't
saying?
know.
Didn't
What the
something
fuck
happen?
is what? So it's a Chinese guy, but his superpower is he knows karate.
He knows-
No, he has
Yeah.
That
10.
doesn't fucking make any sense.
He has 10 rings that he wears around his arms to make him good at karate.
No, you're right,
No.
Nick, because they're basically describing Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, we got. How about this Black Panther, and he's good at like, backing his car in the parking space. That's his
Yeah.
superpower. Is a
Yeah.
he's a special type of black guy
Yep.
that can dunk.
Yeah, he can dunk and he
He's
makes
the
really
only
good
black
ribs.
guy that. Yeah, Shang-Chi should just be some guy in China getting the shit kicked out of him by other Chinese guys.
Well, the funny thing is that it was like a play to make $1 billion in China, and they're
course.
like, "Yeah, we don't care about Chinese shit. We
Yeah.
want to see like
We
real.
wanna see white
we want to see
people."
real ass
yeah,
superheroes.
they just don't want.
we don't want to see this Chinese bullshit.
They
We want
just
to,
don't-
it's escapism for us. We
Right.
want to go into the cinema and forget we're Chinese for 2 hours.
Yeah.
What are you showing us this Chinese garbage?
But they also
for?
don't want to see black people, which is funny because it's like a complete failure of like
Right.
any way to like just broadly apply like identity politics
Right.
bullshit to
Mhm.
Chinese markets.
Right.
They're like, okay, well, we have to accept that they're racist,
They're like, yeah.
but we can maybe appeal to Han
In China,
nationalism,
it's okay.
and then that doesn't work.
yeah.
They're
In
like, no.
China, we can be racist,
But
but
it's-
in America, no.
I'm glad that guy's getting shit now because apparently he took shots at our boy Shane.
Yeah, and then they found Reddit's post where he was like, being a pedophile is like being
Is
gay.
the same as being gay. There's no difference.
Which he's making an interesting,
Yeah.
nuanced point.
There was also a really good.
Now Marvel needs to do Shang-Chi.
yeah,
They
Shane.
do.
Chi,
They
thank
do
you.
need to do
And his
Shane-Chi. It's
superpower is
just Shane
looking
in a-
retarded.
Shane,
Yeah.
Shane is like
Going
hanging out with
undercover.
yeah, well, he's doing his like another one of his like PA comedy tours.
Right.
Ends up at 3 Mile Island,
Mm,
and or for whatever reason he's there,
okay.
and he's like saying chink like
Yeah.
in the reactor,
Yeah, into the reactor.
and he's like, wait a minute, you telling me the radiation made it so that now I'm Chinese?
Oh, he turns Chinese.
Oh wow! So he's allowed to say
Yeah.
it. Wow.
What if he could say it?
What if he could
the
say
Marvel?
What if he's
universe.
Chinese?
Shane Gillis
But
can
he's-
say it.
But now he can say
And
it.
he's
saying
on
that.
SNL.
Saying the
beca-
reactor
and then
made
he
me
be-
Chinese?
and then he becomes the gay Chinese guy on SNL.
He gets
Yeah.
They team up.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, him and
He-
Bowen.
Yeah.
Yep. Gay
Yeah.
Chinese guy, gay Korean guy.
Bowen's like,
Shane is also
Shane, I
becomes
forgive
gay.
you.
Yeah.
Shane, check out this new character I'm working on.
Yeah.
Can you tell who this impression is?
Yeah, and then Aquafina is
it's a
the
Chinese
bad
guy.
You're right. It's a Chinese guy, but what if they were gay?
Aquafina is the bad guy, but she's an
'Cause
Asian
she's
girl that
doing-
says the N
She
word.
said the N
Right.
word.
And they're like, that's not cool.
That's not cool.
You can
As of
say the Chinese
as of
stuff.
3 months ago, we don't like the Chinese people are saying the N word.
Yeah, you're allowed. Yeah, you're allowed to say Chinese stuff, but black stuff is still.
How about
off
Aquafini? And
Mhm.
it's Mr.
Mr.
Feeney
Feeney.
from Boy Meets World. But
Yeah.
He's Chinese, urban Chinese type. He's like, oh, Mr. Matthews. You know? Although I don't want to say the N word.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mr. Matthews, so me and some of my other are headed to Shan Famous Foods for lunch. You know your cracker ass isn't invited. Me and some of my other Chinese are going over there. It's me, Aquafini.
It's really funny that they asked her in like a press interview about it, and she's like, "There's a discussion. There's there's a discussion that needs to happen." They were like, why did you used to talk like that?
Yeah.
And she couldn't answer the question. But
She was
it
like,
is
I was clout chasing the blacks.
yeah, it is funny that she like doesn't talk like a black person anymore, but she kept her rap name.
She kept Aquafina.
Yeah, that's like why.
But the thing, what does suck is nothing's going to happen to her or the other guy, Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Well,
For
nothing
say-
would happen like if like Tina Fey could like get drunk. Well, maybe not Tina Fey. I'm trying to think of somebody that's maybe a little bit more current and relevant. But
The lesbian lady from SNL.
Yeah, and this, I mean, who even gives a shit?
Yeah,
You can, anybody, once you're like minted, you can do anything.
You could do
Right.
anything.
They cut our boy down
It's
in his
the-
prime.
it's
You
the
could
same-
shoot. You
it's
could
the
shoot a
same-
man on Fifth Avenue.
It's literally the same structure that allowed fucking Harvey Weinstein to rape for. Like, rape is and has always been worse than like fucking saying a slur,
saying
or
a bad
whatever.
word. Yeah.
Or even being remotely racist, and like that. Like you can probably still get away with it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you're rich enough,
Yeah.
if you're entrenched enough,
If you're
it's just a
Asian
shame,
enough.
dude. You know, imagine how much of those SNL dollars would have gone into downtown Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have
You know?
really.
They would have
made.
You would have had Gillis Plaza.
Yeah.
All the factories were closed.
They would have been fucking. Yeah.
They would have brought the smokehouse turkey back.
The smokehouse turkey.
At
Yeah.
the Panera.
That would have anchored their restaurant district.
Yeah.
Was the Panera.
You saying the nuclear reactor made me fucking Chinese?
But go listen.
And then
Go
just-
fucking
and then-
watch his special. By the way.
So
And
good.
then some Philly open micer playing the doctor with like face tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're looking at the charts.
Yeah,
and that's what
the
it's-
charts are saying you're Chinese.
You're
They're
one of the
saying-
most Chinese guys we've ever seen.
Yeah, no, it's the fucking charts are saying that. The latest sketch.
Gillian Keeves.
Oh fuck, dude.
Shout out to them.
I got a rotisserie chicken 10 feet away,
That's awesome.
and I could,
You could bust that open.
in a heartbeat. I
But I
could-
say wide open, tell that DJ run it back.
But I don't want to get chicken grease all over the microphones
Yeah,
again.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's a big problem.
We learned our lesson once there.
I'm excited to just go home, have some soup, sleep.
What kind of soup?
Probably pho.
Pho.
I had pho yesterday. It was great.
Lying.
Restorative.
They told me, the guys at the restaurant said, you're gay.
Where? At Hialeah in Williamsburg?
Yeah. They told me you didn't like it. and that you're
I'm pretty
gay.
sure it is a lot of gay Vietnamese people working at that pho place.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't say anything about
So they
that.
are qualified to say that.
I didn't
That's
say
all
anything
I'm
about
saying.
them. I'm just saying what I heard from them. That you didn't like it that much and that you were gay.
The pho? The pho was fantastic.
That's what they told. Dude, I had great pho in Minneapolis
Really?
at a restaurant called Quang's.
You went to a Hmong place?
I don't think. I don't
Do
know.
they have pho there?
They had pho out the fucking wazoo over there, brother.
Sick.
It was so good. A fucking mouse ran across the floor
You didn't
and
get
no one
care.
cared.
Yeah. How
Even
about
the
pho for
waitress-
black people, and it's called bruh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
What kind of soup is it?
Oh, same shit.
It's the same. It's just called something else.
Yeah, Mr. Feeney runs the place.
Okay, Mr. Feeney.
You know how it goes.
Mr. Feeney runs it.
You know how it
Hello, Mr. Bobby.
Welcome to bruh.
Welcome to Bruh. Would any of you?
It's pho from black people.
Would any
Would
of
any
you want some soup? Hey, ain't you Chinese? Ain't you Chinese Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets
I'm
World?
Aquafini.
It's me, Aquafini. The Chinese girl uses the N-word, but I'm also Mr. Feeney.
So he is Mr. Feeney. Looks like Mr. Aquafini. Looks like Mr. Feeney, but he has a pussy.
You know how in a dream,
He has a Chinese
you
pussy.
know how you have a dream and you
Or what is Aquafina? Korean?
it has something like
Oh, I
that.
think Chinese, maybe.
You have a dream and you're like, oh, you were in my dream, but you were a completely different person.
Yeah.
That's
what it is.
Yeah.
That's interesting. You're weaponizing dream logic for this bit.
Sure. Weaponizing. That's a word we hear a lot these days. Weaponizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about you got to weaponize the pussy.
That's so true.
You don't even
You
stop.
got to accuse somebody of rape.
You don't even stop to think about what that means. This Nicki Minaj shit's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. She said her cousin's balls got too big from the vaccine.
Fine, whatever. Who cares? But the fact that like Jen Psaki is like, we've sent an envoy out to Nicki Minaj to
They're
correct
sending
her.
SEAL Team 6.
Yeah, to correct her thinking is like, you know.
Yeah, who gives a fuck what Nicki Minaj says about the fucking vaccine?
Well, no, we need influencers behind the vaccine. You don't understand. They actually reached out to us
Did they?
to promote the vaccine.
Nobody ever reaches out to me. They know better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
I'm
Fauci
pro-vax.
reach out.
I'm pro-vax
Mm-hmm.
because Fauci's such a hot piece of fucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to just fucking bend that little motherfucker over, spread his
That
ass cheeks wide.
We're sending information package to Aquafini so that they don't make any more comments about their cousin's balls. There's nothing's going to happen to your balls when you take the vaccine.
I feel bad for that guy.
Who, Fauci?
No, the guy who lied about his balls getting big.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude. Is he getting his shit blown up?
Is he?
You think it's a real guy?
Yeah.
Because he said his wedding's off because his balls are too big.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
forgot
favorite.
that detail.
That's my favorite detail of the
That
whole thing.
he's impotent.
That the
and his
woman
wedding's
canceled because his balls got too big.
What happened to your balls?
Starring Richard Gere and Holly Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My balls too damn big.
Balls
Yeah.
too damn big.
I typed it
The
up.
balls is too damn
I
big.
typed it up and sent it to a couple of group chats, but I had an idea. I was sitting with Steven for lunch for a movie, and I think you could do it, but it's called Me Play Joke. And it's, you got to get Matthew Perry. And it's a romantic comedy. And it
Me
opens.
play joke, okay.
And Matthew Perry's like a kind of like a mid-tier, like, you know, municipal worker in the state, in the city.
Okay.
And he's out to dinner at Kanji Village with some, you know, friends from college and work, celebrating the death of his son, who releases him from child support, which has been hanging over his head for 10
Oh,
years.
wow.
And he hasn't paid any of it.
Right.
And he's like,
How does that work? If your
that
kid...
debt is gone. I don't know it, you know.
Wow.
And so he's celebrating, and he's also 10 years sober because that's the drinking led to his divorce. And he's like, I can celebrate, you know. He's like, fuck
I can
it.
celebrate.
you
with
could
a
have
drink.
one.
He's like, yeah, let me get around the sake, and they're like, that's this is a Chinese restaurant. He's like,
Right.
I don't fucking know the difference.
Yeah, fuck you.
And so at dinner, one of his coworkers is like a Vietnamese guy, and it's his mom's birthday or something. And he's like, he's like, I gotta take this call, and he's on the phone, and he's like, Chong rak ba ling ding do wait, you know, and then Vietnamese, and then Matthew Perry's drunk, you know,
Right.
and he
Oh,
hasn't been
no.
drunk in years, and so he's like, oh, whoa, bawa, you know, like making fun of,
Right.
and you know, they're like, stop, what the
Chill,
fuck are
dude,
you
the
doing?
fuck?
And then a Chinese woman, like at a table over, like turns to him and she's like, "Ching bao wei lao bo ya," you know, like starts speaking
Right.
to him in Chinese, and he's like, I'm really sorry. I was just trying to bust my friend's balls or whatever."
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh no, it's just your Mandarin is remarkable for a non-native."
Well,
speaker."
your accent is perfect.
Wow.
He's like, it's perfect. And then he's like, you know, he's like, oh, she's like, call me sometime. And she like gives him his number.
Right.
And he asks his friend, he's like, was I speaking Chinese? The guy's like, I'm Vietnamese.
Again, I'm Vietnamese.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Saki is Japanese.
Yeah.
I'm Vietnamese. I'm not sure.
I
if you're
don't.
speaking
I have
Chinese.
no idea. And then so he takes a chance, and he calls the lady, and
Right.
you know, they agree to like meet up, and she's like, so like, yeah, it's incredible that you speak Chinese, and he's like, yeah, and then she's like, she says something to him in Chinese, and he doesn't like. He like tries to respond. He's like, "Bing," and she's like, "What?" You know, and then he's like, "Oh, excuse me for a second." Yeah, he has to get drunk.
Yes.
So he gets drunk. He goes in the bathroom. He's like, "You can do this,"
Right.
You know, and they're at dinner, and he gets trashed in the bathroom off like hand sanitizer. or
Right.
something.
Ian's fighting style.
Yeah, and he comes back out and he's like, boozing, you know, and she's like enamored, and he's like
Yeah.
speaking Chinese. And then so we have this whole like scene where they're kind of like building this romance together, you know, and he's speaking Chinese, and his friends are concerned. They're like, you know, Matthew Perry.
Yeah, Matthew Perry, you're drinking again.
The character, not that you know, it's the true story of your life.
He's playing himself.
yeah, he's like, they're like,
He's playing himself from 20 years earlier.
yeah, they're like, dude, you're a complete fucking alcoholic. That like, this is like
Right.
really worried about you. And he's like, hey, I'm finally free of this bullshit of my past life.
My child is
I'm
finally
getting
dead.
Asian pussy for the first time.
I'm in love.
I'm in love, and I'm not gonna let you.
And I
fucking,
know Chinese.
I'm not gonna let you fucking faggots rain on my parade. And they're like, it doesn't make sense that you're speaking Chinese or whatever.
Yeah.
And then so like the romance is building, and then one day he goes to her apartment to see her, and the apartment's like, you know, he like knocks on the door and it just opens, and it's like completely empty.
Oh no.
And Wei Ling is gone.
Oh no.
And he's like, what the fuck? And he's like, you know, did she leave or something? So he's like, I gotta write her a note. So he runs to like the corner store and gets a couple of like little airport shooters.
Yeah.
And so he starts drinking, and then like he's like as he's drinking out on the street and he's writing this note, like all the street lights go off. Like everything, there's like a whole blackout in the city, and he's not thinking about it. He just scrawls a bunch of like, we see him scribbling some Chinese nonsense on like, and he just wedges it in the door, and then he's like really drunk, so he just goes home to sleep it off, and then bang, 4 a.m. doors kicked down, FBI, Department of Homeland Security, and they're like, where the fuck were you last night? You know, like, yeah. And then he's arrested and thrown in jail. He's like, what the fuck did I do? What did I do? And then he's arrested. Wei Ling turns out to be a Communist Party spy.
Wow.
Guy was getting him drunk and exploiting. He got his access to like his municipal power grid.
Right.
They can destroyed the power grid in New York.
So he didn't know Chinese.
And on top of that, he finds out that he does, in fact, still owe child support.
Wow. The debt doesn't go away because the child dies.
Because the child died. So now he... and the ex-wife has already gotten a lien on it, so his money's gone.
Right.
Oh, my God. Everything's falling apart.
And then he's sitting in jail, and... You know, his friends are like, well, we don't know how to help you, dude. Like, we warned you. It's like, we got to look out for ourselves. We can't be talking to you because you're accused of treason, basically.
Right. You get the death penalty for
and
that.
He's in his cell, and then an Asian woman comes in dressed, you know, in like a lawyer's suit. And he's like, Wei Ling? And she's like, no, my name's
No, I'm a public defender.
You're a public defender.
I'm Taiwanese.
Yeah, I'm a completely different person. And he's like, what's going on? They're like, well, you know, you've been like accused of, you know. She tells him what's up, and he's, you know, and at first she finds him to be like this boorish alcoholic, and then she's like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty stupid and racist to think that, you know. And he's like, and then he's like explaining to her, he's like, I didn't do this. He's like, you have to understand, all I ever wanted my entire life was to get pussy from an Asian girl,
right.
And I've been a fucking loser forever.
Been a loser. Been a father. Friends has been off the air for 6 years at this point.
Yeah,
I'm a fucking
all
drunk.
I wanted to do, and then, you know, and he's like, yeah, I feel like, so to a certain extent, like, you know, I'm a fraud. I get it, but, you know, and then she tries to relate to him, you know, that her grandfather had to pretend to be Japanese to get around the Chinese Exclusion Act. You know, so, you know, it's like, you do what you got to do.
Right.
And then he's like, what's the difference? And she's like, mad. And he's like, because they're all beautiful. And then she's like, wow, I think I'm falling in love. I'm falling in love with this guy. He must be innocent.
Right, of course.
And then, so the state's like key piece of evidence is the note that they have him leaving on Wei Ling's door, you know, which proves some collusion. And because it is like, it sort of looks like Chinese, but it's like it doesn't make any sense.
They can't tell what it says.
They can't tell.
They think it's code.
And so he takes the public defender out to Kanji Village, and where they went the first night, and she realizes that they're menu items from Kanji Village that he sort of just.
So he sort of can speak Chinese.
No, he just remembered a couple of characters.
They were just in his subconscious.
Okay. And then she proves that it's just the menu from Kanji Village or whatever scrawled on there, and he gets off.
And no child support either.
And no, he just ignores it. And no, sorry, he doesn't ignore it. What it turns out is that Tina, the public defender, her family is a bunch of Chinese billionaires. So he just lives off her, and he decides to keep drinking.
That's awesome.
And then we close on, it's a year later, and he's like meeting her. He's like going over to her parents' house and taking off his shoes and just speaking like perfect Mandarin.
That's awesome.
Is drunk, and it's called Me Play Joke.
Me Play Joke.
Sorry, man.
And what's the titular joke?
What?
That he was doing fake Chinese.
Yeah.
Wait, Nick, can I ask you a question?
What?
Is any part of that, if you look inside of your own soul, is that a fantasy for your own life, perhaps?
You don't understand, Adam. I'm not a yellow fever guy.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know,
but
you've
do
been
love
sober for a long time. You haven't had alcohol.
It
for a long
does seem
time.
to scratch a lot of itches.
You love
check a lot of
Chinese
boxes.
culture.
Well, in any artist, part of themselves.
You're sharing.
Certainly the part about falling off the wagon, and then the moral at the end of the story being that you should continue drinking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that much different than the best part of your life is when you live with a Chinese family.
Uh-huh.
And in this way, you could marry into it and be part of the family forever.
Yeah, you don't have to be a mid-level bureaucrat like you are right now.
Yeah.
As this is a government podcast, of course, that we're working for.
course.
This is the government computer.
This is the government. Show me your pussy.
You must send pussy picture to vikramgovernment@gmail.co.in.
Fine. Oh fuck, that's good, man. Me Play Joke was good. So who are you thinking for, like Sandra Wu and Aquafina?
No.
Sandra Oh.
Sandra Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, there's just somebody named Sandra Wu, isn't there?
Probably. Check the phone book.
There's somebody named Sandra Wu.
I made a post.
Oh hell yeah! I went on my phone and it's still Mimi Rogers' breasts.
Oh, cool. You should make that your background.
I might.
Here's the poster for it.
Nick, I think this is
That's really good.
This is an incredible 3-act film.
I guess it's not. She's not an actress.
So that's Tina, the lawyer. And
Okay.
That's Wei Ling.
Wei Ling looks like a K-pop star.
And that's Matthew Perry in the middle.
Wow. Wow, she's really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an actress named something Wu.
John Woo?
Constance Wu.
I think maybe. That sounds right.
Yeah, that's her name.
Was she
She's
from?
pretty hot. I don't know.
Wuhan.
She's all fresh off the boat.
Oh. Oh yeah, she is pretty hot.
Yeah, what's up?
Damn. So I gotta make a decision.
Oh, and she's got a fat white boyfriend? Are you serious?
No way.
Yeah, dude. Ryan Katner? Who the fuck is that guy?
Mm-hmm. You should do a movie called My Big Fat Greek Penis.
That's true. I would need prosthetics.
No, if you did it, you should call your special that.
My big fat Greek penis. The same font. I should see if I get Nia Vardalos to direct it.
Oh, that'd be pretty good.
Damn.
You could do a sketch at the beginning.
Adam's director name is Need 'em $4.
Need him $4.
Yeah.
That's good. I just want to see
What
the hell this
decision
guy
do you have to
is.
make?
Oh,
he's a screenwriter.
I have the 2016 like the 12-inch MacBook,
Yeah.
which is honestly I think like perfect for like it's like a
Before they made them all the Pro.
yeah before they were all the Pro or the Air. There was
Yeah.
like that period where they just had a 12-inch MacBook and it's like perfect for writing.
Yeah.
And it's gone through 3 hard drives now, and now it's like completely out of fucking warranty. They let it slide last time, but the fucking latest Apple update fried the hard drive.
Oh, you don't have Apple Care anymore.
Well, you can't get. I don't think you can get Apple Care. Like they'll only let you extend the warranty once.
The new MacBook Pros are really good
But I don't need a MacBook Pro. I only use a laptop for writing.
for writing.
And like the iPad sucks.
Yeah.
For like I don't like
You should
that.
get a little
keyboard.
fucking notepad.
What do you mean?
Like a Lenovo
Oh.
or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Some
I
word-
guess.
Like Chromebook.
Some
Well, I gotta go
word
see. I
shit.
gotta go to the Genius Bar, and I don't know if I should just drop because I think they max out repairs at like $500. But with those, it's like the hard drive's like soldered onto the fucking logic board, so they basically have to replace everything. So it's like, do I pay $500 for another hard drive in that thing that I know it's gonna kill in 2 years, or do I fucking just spend $1,000 on a fucking MacBook Air?
You're rich, dude. Just get around MacBook.
I don't know.
That's
It
the
also
nice
has,
thing
it
about
also
being
has
rich.
a sentimental value, I guess.
That's true. You've watched a lot of guys have sex.
Yeah.
on that screen.
I've watched that scene from Gods and Monsters so many times that I destroyed the hard drive.
That was an awesome scene.
Yeah, it was
The
pretty
music
good.
was like
You
the
fucking
music,
hit me with this homo shit. Now
Yeah.
I'm just got to cut your fucking lawn. Just
Yeah.
knocking the coat rack.
the editing, the acting, everything about it.
The
is
guys in
fucking
the pool
perfect.
were acting
The guy's
really
cock.
good. Yeah, he had a nice
He had a
uncut.
nice cock,
Yeah,
and the other guy's ass cheeks were pretty nice.
the diving board guy. Yeah,
I don't know. You
if
saw
guys
somebody's
are-
ass cheeks.
If you guys are at home, you should.
If I had to rank the nudity
we
we saw today, I would say Mimi Rogers #1.
that's number 2.
The guy's penis #2.
that's
The guy's
fair.
The guy's
That's
ass
fair.
#3.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's a good power ranking.
It's a
I'd have to concur.
Yeah. And I wanted to rank the other guy's ass higher because, push comes to shove. If I gotta fuck a guy, I'm gonna fuck his ass. I'm not gonna fuck his dick.
Mm-hmm.
But
You're not gonna fuck his dick.
the guy's cock was really nice,
It was nice.
so
Oh,
I have to
man.
give him his due.
It'd be
Tom Cruise got pussy for Mimi Rogers.
Awesome.
No, that's fake, dude. I
No,
thought
it's
he
real.
doesn't get pussy.
Shut up. You're mad. You're mad that Tom Cruise, who's the me of the show, is the me. If we were all
The short autistic man. You're right.
the star, whose mission is impossible.
Being straight. That is your mission. That is your mission impossible. Damn. Let's see who else Mimi Rogers fucked.
What if
That's a great
What if
game.
you found Adam Friedland on that list?
Yeah, we would know. The only list we'd find Adam Friedland on.
The
is-
Schindler's.
Yeah,
No.
I guess that works.
Damn. Every picture I see of her, I want to fuck her in a different.
In a
She's
different,
65.
in a different costume.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Chris.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh yeah, dude, they're huge. She did.
If you're just joining us, we're listening.
Oh, Tom Selleck. Hell yeah.
You're listening.
Oh,
to
Emilio
good for him.
Estevez. My girl got some top
Good
flight
for
dick,
him.
dude.
Mm.
Tom Cruise, Tom Selleck, Emilio Estevez. Solid.
I mean, it's so funny. Like, this is X answer. Mimi Rogers getting her giant breasts massaged. And it's like, what possible? That doesn't need to be in any movie.
I disagree.
It's not adding
I
to
mean,
the
I'm
I
glad
plot.
they-
disagree
I'm glad they
wholeheartedly.
did it, but it's not like if Mimi Rogers had some like A cup tits, they wouldn't be like, okay, everybody, it's time for the breast massaging scene. They were like, you got to write that in. We got to have a breast
I
massage.
think her big
mean, look-
movie was something where she gets a lot of cock.
What? She had a movie where it was the movie was called Full Body Massage,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's-
she's
I could just so easily jack off.
she's
to the
naked.
video.
Mimi Rogers.
Like without
That's
any hesitation.
It's so funny to look at porn and be like, I could so easily jack up.
I would so jack off to that.
But you know what I mean. You see some fucking nude scenes, and you're like, all right, whatever. This is cool, but it would be a bit of a chore to jack off to this.
It's
You know
so
what I
funny
mean?
that they made a movie.
But that is pornography.
Yeah, this is a movie about a masseuse that gets pussy off of a girl with big tits.
I'm going to piss real quick.
That's so funny. This guy looks like Bob Odenkirk.
Oh, that's
The guy. Oh, she's in a threesome?
Dude, hell yeah.
Wow. It looks like she's in a threesome with Jim Carrey. Who is... Oh, it's the same actor. Hot Sex and Naked Pics, ex-hamster.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Some guy named Dodi Fayed.
Yeah, that's the guy that died with Princess Diana.
Yo, Mimi Rogers is fucking Eskimo sisters with Princess Diana. Oh, what
wow.
the fuck? She's
And
got
why-
good pussy, dude.
They should make a Beanie Baby with big ass titties
She
for
make
her.
a bitty baby with a big. Yo, Dodi Fayed got a lot of good pussy.
Yeah,
dude.
dude. He was
Princess
a playboy.
Diana, Daryl Hannah,
He was a Muslamic playboy.
Kelly Fisher, Mimi Rogers, There's a Julia Roberts rumor.
Oh, you know that's true.
Let's see, Michelle Pfeiffer. Are you kidding me? This guy,
Dude, I'm glad he's dead. All right,
Brooke Shields.
that's all the hottest
What?
girls. That's all the hottest girls of the
This
90s.
is fucking wild. Tanya
Wow.
Roberts. I mean, these bitches are fucking. So the fucking Princess of Monaco. Tawny Katane. This guy fucked a bitch from the White Snake video.
I thought she.
Barbara Streisand. What the fuck kind of list is this?
Wow.
Oh my
He's the goat.
God.
Honestly, why were we sad about Princess Diana and not this guy?
You should have been sad about
One of the
Dodi
best,
Fayed.
one of the best pussy getters
This
of
guy
all
got
time.
incredible amounts of pussy, and this is just the famous ones we know. Imagine the non-famous dime pieces this guy fucked.
Oh
Are you
my
kidding me?
God, they're probably hotter than the famous ones.
Oh, Dodi Fayed. R.I.P. You fucking pussy-getting savage.
Wow.
And he fucked Daryl Hannah the same year he fucked Princess
Elton
Diana.
John should have made a song about him.
Dude, absolutely.
Good.
Dude, you missed all the girls Dodi Fayed fucked, dude. We're going to read them again for you while you...
Dodie who?
Dodi Fayed, the guy who
that-
died with Princess Diana.
Yeah,
This
in the
man was
car
getting
crash.
a ton of... He fucked Mimi Rogers.
Maybe he was getting his dick sucked by the driver of the car.
That's probably what happened. The driver of the car was giving him roadhead.
It's
and they
his
crashed.
fault.
Princess Diana
It's
was
all
like,
his
No,
fault.
you know what it was? The paparazzi. The paparazzi were trying to get into the car to suck his dick.
Wow, because he's that hot.
You really should be doing that.
What we drove in there, mister?
Dude,
He's like,
shouts out
do not ask questions.
to... I love this guy, dude.
I have to get pussy. I have to get a man's mouth pussy.
Wow.
I have to get pussy from a man's mouth.
How do you have that much time to get
Imad
that much pussy?
Eldin Muhammad Abdel Manaem Fayed, better known as Dodi Fayed, was an Egyptian film producer and son of billionaire Muhammad Al Fayed.
Yeah.
Genius. If you're the son of a billionaire, become a producer.
100%.
You're going to get so much
You're gonna
actress
get so
pussy.
much pussy.
Good God, this man was a fucking...
I think I
such a-
saw a movie recently where it said his name in the opening credits, and I was like, I didn't realize he was.
Oh, man, I
movie
love
guy.
this guy, dude. Let's see what some of his movies were.
This picture is very funny too.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Can I have some pussy, please?
Wow.
Oh, dude, he was the executive producer on Chariots of Fire.
That's the movie I saw recently.
What if we call it
I watched it on the
chariots
plane.
of pussy?
Chariots of Pussy.
We call it chariots of pussy.
That's a
and she-
great question.
And they get pussy from a beach.
Dun, 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 dun.
This guy.
Oh, dude, Hook. My man,
Yeah.
executive produced Hook. Okay, The Scarlet Letter. Starring who's in that fucking bit? Demi Moore?
Damn,
I
look at
wonder if
his sister.
Is she a good bad bitch?
Damn, this is
Oh,
fucked
she's
up.
hot.
I didn't know Diana's. They call her Diana, Princess of Wales.
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't that fucking bad.
I know.
I mean, she wasn't like
It's rude.
in shape, but
Yeah.
you know.
Her body's barely cold.
What does Dodie's sister look like?
She's a 10.
Really?
Titty Fayed.
Yeah.
Where's she at? I don't find her.
This is the sister of Dodi Fayed has spoken out about the fateful night. What? Camilla Fayed.
Camilla.
She's probably old now, but in '97 when the
Wait,
car
hold on.
crash happened,
Fucking
she
Dodi
was-
Fayed's uncle is Adnan Khashoggi,
the fuck is that?
the guy that was fucking
Jamal Khashoggi.
no, Adnan.
Who's that?
He's a businessman.
Yeah, dude, they're all proper business.
Oh, I guess his whole family is all. Yeah, okay. He's
His
just
dad owns Harrods, the department store, I think.
Dude, Camilla could still fucking get it. Although it looks like she's had a lot of plastic surgery. She doesn't.
Dude, look at-
Dodie's got a kind of
Adnan Khashoggi was like one of the richest people, but I guess this is just like a rich family.
Yeah.
Well, look. All I'm saying is,
Camilla's still fine.
yeah. I'm jealous of Dodie Fayed's life. I would die. How old was he when he died?
Dude, if
you get that much kind of top shelf pussy, I would die. How old was
you know what I bet, dude?
42? Absolutely.
If he knew about you, he'd be jealous of you too.
Yeah, I don't think so,
I
man.
think so.
I think Dodie
think
has
your
a
life-
much
I
better
think your
life
life
than
is
me.
pretty cool, man.
Not to Dodie.
I think his is a little bit
Not
a little
to
bit
Dodie.
better, but damn, Camilla Fayed.
Camilla Fayed
What's
could
good?
It's
Good.
Matthew Perry, and he's on the Jersey Turnpike, and he works for fucking Amtrak
Mm-hmm.
as an accident and malfunction investigator.
Mm-hmm.
So he stops at Cinnabon. He's with a coworker, and he gets to Cinnabon. He opens up, and he goes, "Kind of looks like a black lady's pussy." doesn't it?" And there's a black lady in line behind him, and
she's like, "Oh,
she's
hell
already
no."
recording. She's like, "Oh
Right.
no." He goes viral,
Mm.
so he starts drinking again.
Is this a sequel to Me Play Joke?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Is this in the Me Play Joke cinematic universe?
It's a spiritual sequel.
It's a spiritual sequel. I like
What you do is you start off with a picture of Matthew Perry looking as
Right.
bloated and disheveled as
Yeah.
he is,
absolutely,
and then you reverse engineer a reason for it.
yeah,
That it has to be greater than Friends ended, and I'm just a guy with millions and millions
Right.
of dollars.
Yeah.
damn, I wish
That
was
it's not
me.
fucking 1998 anymore.
Yeah,
It has a better reason than that.
right.
Because I'll tell you what, pal, it's not 1988 for any of us.
That's true.
None of us get to live in those years anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not
you were
playing
having
Super
a
Mario
great-
Imagine
2.
not playing Super Mario 2, going to see Gods and Monsters in theaters.
Getting to see that guy's cock on the
Getting
big
to-
screen.
Getting to see in that world that's like pre-internet, where you're watching that absurd movie, you're somebody with a sense of humor, and you're like looking around for other people to laugh with,
Right.
and they're like, "Oh, he's gay. Oh, gay stuff."
Right, right.
You know, and they're just having like a sincere moment while Ian McKellen smiles
Smiling at cock.
at like fucking
Remembering cock.
fever dream penis
Yeah.
parties in his mind. While Brendan Fraser's like, "Forget you, pal.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the bricks. I've had enough of your little homo song and dance." We're not in Kansas anymore.
Fuck yeah, that would be nice. So, okay, so he's getting drunk at the Cinnabon.
Oh,
Or something.
He said, and then he goes viral, and he kills himself, and that's the movie.
That's awesome. Speaking of tits, Amanda Peet has big tits.
Yeah, I remember
She
the
was
whole
in that
9
movie
yards
with Matthew Perry.
with Matthew Perry.
To bring it all full
Those
circle.
were very
I
formative
remember
tits
as a
for
kid,
me.
that was like my discovery of magical thinking, because I remember seeing Amanda Peet in Saving Silverman
Yeah.
and being like, why can't I beat off to this? I was like trying to find a way into
I
like
know.
a
She's-
secret facility, but there was, and then the whole 9 yards I think came out after that, or I just discovered it afterwards.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, she better be naked in this
She
movie.
better be fucking
And then
naked.
she is for no reason.
You
also.
manifested it.
I actually never saw the movie. I
Yeah,
just saw
it's
her
out
tits
of
on
a
the
out of a
internet.
window, I believe. Yeah.
No, it's she's in the hallway, like she's above at the top of a flight of stairs.
Right. I remembered someone looking up at her and she's topless.
I think they're on the same floor.
Are they?
Yeah. But that happened, and I was like, then the Lord must smile upon me. I have inherited this pair of tits. All right, tits. But I tell you what, in retrospect, they're probably not. Yeah.
They're all right.
They're kind of weird.
Yeah, they sit.
But I remember being like,
listen,
being 12 and being like, those are the biggest tits
Those are the best.
I've
she's
ever
got regular person.
No, they're
breasts.
fine.
They're not movie star breasts.
They're circles.
They're not like Alexandra Daddario. Those tits are like fake.
Well,
Awesome.
I'll tell you what.
Or Mimi Rogers, for that matter.
She should kill herself.
I hate her.
Listen, Amanda Peet, if you're listening, don't kill yourself. Come put your titties in my mouth.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, she
she's behind this railing. It's like,
Yeah.
Let me see.
Very famous.
God damn it! I can't fucking hold anything anymore. My motor skills are
Yeah, that's right.
deteriorating.
Yeah,
I'm dying, folks.
No, her tits are. I like. They're
they're
pleasant.
good.
They're
Well,
good.
if you want to write into the show and give your opinion,
Yeah.
it's P.O.
We're gonna
Box.
take a poll.
She gets fucked in the show Brockmire. That's awesome.
We should watch it.
I thought that was a comedy show.
I'm sure it's pretty funny. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, it's more of a joke. But you could kind of see like the side of her ass.
Damn, look at Matthew Perry. He thought he was going to live like that
I
forever.
know, dude. Whatever.
I'm going to turn into fucking Gollum. That shit's going to be awesome. Just like huge bags under my eyes. I'm going to start wearing patty caps. I might even get my ears docked so they're pointy. Just have them extended and just to look like a fucking goblin.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And maybe I can see your breasts.
Your breasts.
Yeah.
Give me your breasts.
Let me see your breasts.
I just have a little lantern I carry around. And I use it to look at women's tits in broad daylight.
Yes.
Just holding a lantern up to women's tits as they're on the train.
Wonderful.
Yes. Yes. More.
They're like, can you cancel him for that? I don't. How would you report?
Yeah,
this?
where do you report him to?
Yeah.
He lives in the sewers.
Well, he lives with mole people, and he was holding a lantern up to my breasts. Well, we'll see it.
That's about it.
Yeah.